Hi, it's Lisa from the Dog Play and Learning Centre. I'm doing another vlog, and this one is on new dogs to us, be it a new puppy or a rescue dog, second-hand dog, you remember taking a dog off a friend or a family member. Either way, when we bring a new dog into our home, our homes, we're putting a lot of pressure on the dogs. We have high expectations. We want these guys to slot into our family lives. So for the most part, the vast majority of people, they love their animals. They want them, to have the best life. But often as humans, our behaviours and our wants and our desires are completely different to those of our dogs. And that is just simply because dogs are a different species. They are never going to think like us. Their brains are completely different. So the point is, when you take a dog that's new to you or your home to live with you, we really need to be giving these dogs a good sort of absolute minimum of 2 to 3 weeks without lots of visitors, without lots of comings and goings. You'll hear a lot of trainers say that you want to desensitise the dog, habituate the dog, and of course we do want to do these things, but all in good time. I've done it myself, so it's not that I'm sitting here to say the view from my high horse, because I work with dogs and I have this knowledge. It's awesome. I've fed my dogs rubbish diets in the past. I've introduced too much too soon, too quickly in the past, when I've taken on dogs, be it for fostering or just taking on dogs for myself as a family pet. So it is important because it can take dogs up to 2 months to decompress and sort of relax into your home. At the end of that time period, sometimes we see behaviours are being displayed that we as humans deem inappropriate. They don't suit us, but what we have to remember is dogs are another species, completely different to us. They can only ever behave like dogs. So whilst we would think the dog's done this, and in our human eyes it's wrong, because there will be a completely different reason behind a dog's behaviour, and there'll be the canine reason, and that removes the frustration from our relationship when we understand that. So what's most important when you take a new dog on, new to you, new to your home, is that you let them settle for a good 2 to 3 weeks before you have visitors. Not to expose them to too much, too many goings on, too many new things, too many sights and sounds and smells. Our dogs can become quite easily overwhelmed in our environment because their senses are completely different to us. So if you are taking on a new puppy, or you're rehoming a dog, or you've got a rescue dog coming to your house, particularly where there may be issues and that you don't know about, you want to go really, really slow with your dog. I always say to clients, especially even in a class environment, slowly, painfully slow, so that we can watch the dog, we can learn from the dog's responses, and we're just not overwhelming them. Because if it's too much, if you imagine you've fostered a child and you're throwing everything at them, this is your new room, here's your Auntie Sarah, here's your Uncle Jimmy and Granny and Grandad and Granny's cousins, Auntie's brother, sister, and we're all here, and it's just all a bit crazy and everyone's hi, it's too much for the dogs. So I'm just putting this vlog out because certain clients have approached that they're taking new dogs on and they want to know the best way to introduce the dog and get the dog settled into your environment, and that is to simply slow it down. Don't have lots of people over. I completely understand if you've got a new dog, a new puppy, friends and family want to see the dog, but for the dog's sake, leave it a good 2 to 3 weeks and do it slowly. Don't overwhelm them. Don't have too many people in at the same time. Think about things that you are exposing the dog to. We do want to habituate and desensitize our dogs to certain things, but not at a cost to the dog where we're stressing them out, we're backing them into a corner because they can't communicate with us that they're not coping in a specific environment. So you do want to take it really super slow, and it always cheers me up when clients come forward and let me know that that's what they've done. Because we as humans, we want to show the dogs off. It's, if you're walking along the street and you see a cute dog or a puppy, how many times have you gone over and you've asked to pet the dog, or you've gone over and just petted the dog? That's for us. It's not for the dog on the receiving end. So when you're taking a new dog into your home, you just need to think about, what does the dog want? Dogs tend to select 1 or 2 people from their home to be their people, so they don't need all the extended friends and family so quickly. We want the dogs to feel happy and comfortable in your environment, to feel safe and secure, and then slowly but surely then start to add things into the equation. And if you feel that your dog needs you know, a little bit of space, give them that space. If you're going to have people in your house, for argument's sake, you've got a new dog and they don't like men, they don't have to meet every male visitor that comes into your house. So you want all the experiences to be positive, but it doesn't mean to say they've got to meet Uncle Jerry, Uncle Tommy, as they're coming in, to know that they're not going to hurt them. Do it super, super slowly. You want the dog to feel that all these visitors to the house aren't relevant to them, and not there just to focus on the dog. So you must, you know, it's the best thing to do. Take it really slowly, not so many visitors, not so many new things, not so many activities. Yeah, walks are great, you want the dog to be sniffing and whatnot, but again, you could even leave the dog to settle in the house for a few days before you start venturing out. You know, you can use your garden or use the streets closest to you, but you don't have to be taking the dog on lots of adventures, beaches and hill walks and, you know, big meetups with lots and lots of dogs. If you're going to get a new dog, give yourself, for the sake of the dog, a good 3 weeks before you've got all the humdrum of your usual life going on. It's more beneficial to the dog, it's kinder to the dog, it's more for the dog's pace, and the dog's going to benefit from that. Often if we rush into things with new dogs, things can happen, particularly if you've taken on a rescue dog or a second-hand dog, because like humans, they can get overwhelmed and it can all become a little bit much for them. So I hope some of these points have been helpful for you. If you'd like to know any more about taking on another dog, just get in touch with us in the usual way and we'll be glad to get back to you.